Hello, welcome back to Tales of Berseria. Let's play Blind near Rambler. Right then, I've had a bit to drink, so of course I'm in the appropriate state of mind for us continuing on with this game. That being said, I am actually, because we have many side quests to do. So one of them, when my controller decides to come back online. Oh no, controller's broken again. Come on, controller. Come on. Don't be so lame. Come on. There we go. One of the things we've got to do is obviously we've got to go to Titania to basically attack something that has challenged Eitz into a fight. Something to do with his sister or not, who knows. We've also got Magilou's Menagerie to do as well. So where do we need to go for that? We need to go to the City of the Southern Seas. So that's interesting. So how do we get to there then? If I... hang on, I need to get the map out, don't I? Let's get the world map out. So if we go... hang on, I've got to get all the way down. No! 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 Bloody well, that's where we need to go for that, but we don't want to do that yet. Come on! I have to go through everything, don't we? Ugh, it's like a bloody list machine. There it is! So we've got to go Yasalt. That's where we need to go. So yeah, we could probably travel there. I think that is a port, so that won't be too hard to do. And then we've obviously got to go and do the kitty quest, or as in like we have to go to the cat city or something like that. So there's that to do as well. But either way, we can do this. We've got to go to the assault, so let's do it. Let's just walk there, man. Eventually, my drunken fueled mindscape. Right. So if we go through here, we should be good to go. Let's have a look. Yes, we are. Yes. So this is good. It's very good. I've had 3 bottles of cider. Well, I'm just about to finish my 3rd bottle of cider, but I also only just had tea, so I drank the first 2 on an empty stomach. You should never do that. It's a bad idea, and I don't just mean cider, I just mean, you know, drinking on an empty stomach. It's a bad plan. I've also got to adjust my legs a little bit without breaking the controller. Have I broken it? I've broken it. Oh, I fixed it. There we go. Definitely need to get a new controller at some point in the future.
Day without a wild penguin sighting. How are things looking at the penguin farm?
Not good. They're still listless. I tried changing their feed, but they barely touched it. With the weather what it is, the sea temperature has gone down. Maybe that has something to do with it.
Maybe so. I've been pulling up different fish around here lately too. And get this, I found a kraken queen in my nets the other day. Normally you only find them in the northern oceans.
Kraken queen?
What?
If this keeps up, Isolt's fishing industry is in dire peril. We've got to do something about this.
Fishermen and penguin farmers. We should all get together and have a meeting to figure out what to do.
By the way, you get smacked about by that Kraken Queen?
Oh yeah. Those long whip-like tentacles did a number on me. Loved every moment of it.
Oh man, lucky. I should take the boat out tomorrow, see if I can catch one.
I still don't get it. But as long as they're having fun.
They're having fun, alright, just in a sense that I would understand. Oh dearie me, if my colleagues are watching this, they know exactly where I was coming from. Anyway, right, that's not Maggie's Menagerie. That's not what I wanted to do. What I want to do is that. So, we are definitely in the right place. We're just going to go to a tavern. I just came up with my own proverb that means the same thing as every cloud has a silver lining. Global cooling brings Kraken queens. If something bad happens, something good will balance it out. That's my philosophy. Oh no, I agree with that. Not necessarily with the Kraken queen balancing, but in terms of something bad happening, something good comes out of it. Yeah, definitely. I think I'd feel a real passion for fishing if a Kraken queen slapped me just once. Oh, trust me, I know a Kraken queen at work. And she's lovely, she's amazing, and I'd love her to slap me. I keep asking her to, she never does it. One day she will though, and it'll be hard, and it'll be great, and I'll love every second of it. But anyway, let's not go into details there, because that would be embarrassing. What we need to do is take the red sage, and then I need to get to the tavern apparently, so it must be in here then. Yeah, here we go, speaky wiki.
Hey, have you heard the rumors? People are saying there's a talking penguin around. I didn't know penguins could talk.
It's true. 3 people have already talked with it near the beach at night. You don't say. We should totally try to capture it. It'd be a great addition to Moggy Lou's menagerie.
Well, this is no light matter here in Salt. Local legend has it that when the end times come, a talking penguin will declare judgment upon the sinful. Everyone who's encountered this penguin has been bedridden from the sheer shock of it.
Are you sure it's not just some demon?
It doesn't appear to be, though it does seem to be quite aggressive. It goes after people, attacking them as it yells, "I'm a medical student from Rize Maxia."
Is that supposed to be its judgment or
Yeah.
whatever?
I have no idea, but whatever you do, you'd better not visit the beach at night.
This is some kind of reverse psychology trick, right?
Well, if I needed to change the time of day, I would do that. But yeah, I think there's obviously some sort of fight. So obviously with these side quests, there's obviously some sort of extra fights we can do here. And I don't know if we're going to be at a required strength level or have the equipment available to do it, but we will give it a go. Worst case scenario, we'll just drop it down to easy mode. But the point being is that yeah, we'll give it. We'll have a stab at it. There's a talking penguin that shows up, so stay away from the beach at night. You want to stay here and see? Oh, damn fucking straight I do. Hello there, we have cool rooms to relax in. Yeah, let's fucking do it.
Ugh, I can't sleep. I think I'm going to head down to the beach and check things out.
I'm with you.
Really?
Some things just can't be avoided.
Is
You're
this
going
about...
to look for that talking penguin, aren't
Exactly.
What makes you say that? We're just going on a walk.
Yeah, right, but you're going to walk. You have hots for Eleanor. We all know that. Well, I say you have hots for Eleanor. You want her as your dungeon bitch. But the point being
Look,
is...
Velvet! There's a penguin!
Think it might be the talking one?
Ooh. There is indeed a penguin. That'll shut me up. Okay. Hello.
Oh, good evening. Lovely weather, isn't it?
Oh my god, you're polite.
It really talked!
Eleanor's with
I
us.
can't believe it. Something I ate can talk?
I told you
Huh?
she fancied him. Wait, what?
Wait, do you guys eat us penguins too?
Why does it matter?
Please answer my question. It's very important.
I'm sorry, but yes, I eat them.
And I'll happily devour most anything if I have to.
Yeah, she's got a vivacious appetite.
Well then, I suppose you people are just like the others who came before. I can't let you keep doing that.
Oh, and what's a cutesy little penguin like you plan on doing about us, big bad humans?
Well, funny you should ask. Here we go. It evolved to a human being. Well, I was not expecting that.
You changed into a human!
Yeah, I was not expecting that. Okay, let's fucking take him on.
I'm sorry for deceiving you all, but I can't let you hurt any more penguins.
So basically, it's obviously some sort of guy who is disguising himself as a penguin in order to try and protect them. I can roll with that. But the problem is can we beat him? Because he's not taking hardly any punishment at the moment. I've got a feeling. You know those super boss things I was talking about with the Final Fantasy series? I've got a feeling he's of that caliber. I mean, we are chipping him away already, but he's got a lot of health. Yeah, I've got a feeling we're going to be in a bit of trouble here. Oh dear. Okay, I'm not going to worry just yet, but I am going to worry. We've got to stay on top of him, basically, and that's going to be really hard because he can stun us. I'm just going to, yeah. It's just basically, yeah, I don't think we're going to beat him. I think I might have to do some grinding off screen. His health is too high. If we can stun him, that's great, but he doesn't get stunned for very long. And the fact of the matter is that he's being... Okay, we are doing a fair bit of damage to him now. This is good. If we can keep this up, we'll be alright. But again, I've got a feeling that we might be a bit underpowered for him at the moment. Which is fine. I can always level up. I have means to grind. I just don't want to grind because it'll take for hours and hours and hours. But I also need to watch my SP. I'm getting a little bit carried away. Okay, SP too low at the moment. That's bad. Okay, managed to get an extra SP there. Good old Rakuro did some good damage there. Good man. That'll do at least a tiny bit. It's all about getting the right attack on him. See, if when he... to be fair, he's not really attacking our party much at the moment. He's only really attacking me. That's okay. I mean, as long as he's getting easily stunned, he's getting easily flipped around. I think we might be all right. I mean, like I said, nobody's been in any real danger, and it's because he can get stunned. That's what's really helping us at the moment. But now he's doing a lot of damage to me. He stunned me good there, and stunned me for a fair while. I need more SP. I really do. Yeah, that was a lot of damage. Okay, good old Eleanor's going for it. Okay, it's not a huge amount of damage there, but it'll do. I mean, how's everybody doing health-wise? He's been stunned again, which is good. I think we might be alright. I think we might be able to beat him. I am generally very pessimistic about these sorts of things, and that's fine, but I think I'm happy to say my pessimism was not needed. Yeah, he's going down. I'm gonna go all out. Oh, bollocks. I spoke too soon. Oh dear. Well, there goes Eleanor. Well, that's okay. That's okay. He only did it to one girl. I can get her revived back up. She's back and running. So that was not something I have to worry about too much. It's alright. We managed to get another SP out of that to be able to do that, so I think we're going to be okay. Yeah, I think he's going down. He's going down too much. He's going down. He's going down. He's doing damage to us now, but it's not going to be anything that will do anything serious. Okay, that was quite lazy of me. Come on, we got him. We got him. Penguins, you're going to be eaten for the rest of time. Yeah, he's down. Oh, that was a tough fight, but we got there.
I turned back into a penguin.
You did. Don't know why.
No matter.
Wait, why are you so intent on fighting us when you're outnumbered?
Because he's going to get eaten. That's
I
why.
have to protect my fellow penguins from the likes of poachers like you.
Poachers?
We're not poachers, I swear. We just came here to see a talking penguin.
Really? But then, why did you guys say you eat penguins?
Because we do.
Sorry, I guess we should have explained more clearly. This one will eat anything.
Well, that's one way of bailing us out.
Yeah, sorry about that.
And as for me, the only penguin I ever eat is what I buy properly at the market.
We're not good people, but we're not those kinds of villains either.
Oh, well in that case, I should apologize for jumping to conclusions and picking a fight.
No problem, man. It's cool.
I just ran into some penguin poachers earlier, and I'm afraid I'm a little on edge right now.
It's fine, bro. Don't worry about it.
Those must be the other people who've spotted you here. They're all sick in bed just from the shock of meeting you.
Good.
Small fries like them, I bet they'll think twice before they try to poach another animal.
So, what are you then? Some special representative of penguin kind?
No, I'm Jude Mathis. I'm a medical student from Riza Maxia.
A medical student from Rize Maxia?
Is it a reference to another Tales game?
It's in a different world from yours.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Actually, I'm a human just like you all, but
I can terraform into
somehow
penguins.
I was flung into this dimension, and when I came to, I looked like this.
Yeah, so obviously he's related to another Tales game then.
Basically, you're a human from another world, but when you came here, it made you turn into a penguin?
Yeah, we get it.
This story of yours, quite a tale.
Tales
The
of
whole thing's pretty hard to
Berseria!
believe.
Pun.
It certainly is. However, when I was lost and confused, the penguins here were kind to me and took me in as their own.
Oh,
I wanted to repay the favor to them since they've done so much for me.
So you've been protecting them from any poachers who come.
But don't you have bigger things to worry about right now? Looks to me like you're too soft-hearted.
I get that a lot.
Well, we've heard your story. But even if it is true, it doesn't sound like there's anything we can do for you.
Don't worry about me. I'll figure out how to get home on my own, one way or another. The problem is that a friend of mine got sent to this world with me, but I haven't been able to find her. My hunch is that she's also turned into a penguin. You haven't heard of any other talking penguins, have you?
nope.
Can't say I have. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
What kind of person is this friend of yours? Maybe we'll run into her later.
Her name is Mila. She has pretty red eyes and long golden hair. She carries herself with dignity and possesses a commanding presence. What else? Oh, and one of her quirks is that whenever she sees something tasty, she drools.
That's an interesting quirk.
You mean she actually drools?
Also, she's known as the Lord of Spirits because she's accompanied by 4 summon spirits with command over the elements.
Ooh, Lord of Spirits. How royal sounding.
Got it. If we hear anything, we'll let you know.
It may be hard, but try to keep your spirits up, Jude.
Thank you all so much. I hope you guys get a lead on Mila.
You care about her even more than yourself.
Well, how do I put it?
I want to shag her.
She's just a really special person to me, I guess.
Fair enough.
I get that. I want to shag other ladies too. Well, that was a lot of experience points. So yeah, that obviously is and a mini juice. So that was obviously some sort of, I wouldn't say super boss fight, but obviously one of those side boss fights that isn't necessary to complete the game. But enough for me to realise that my controller is still broken. Just fucking work, stupid thing. I've never had so much trouble ever. Raise the chance of receiving level 4 random skills on hard mode or above. Jude at your side for those familiar with House Egg Theory. I got a fucking clue what that means, but whatever. The point being is that that was our first sub super boss.
A talking penguin.
So this is a side quest that I wasn't intending on. This is the problem with this game. There's obviously side quests here that you need to find outside of the game.
He said he came from another world. No matter how much we see, life is still full of mysteries, isn't it?
He's got guts, I'll give him that. It'd be nice if we could help him somehow.
He's kind to penguins, too.
If he was telling the truth, that would make him a castaway from another dimension. We seafarers always help out anyone who's adrift.
Personally, I'm curious about this Mila girl, the Lord of Spirits. She might have a connection to the 4 Empyreans, or even Inominat himself.
Seems unlikely, but I suppose anything's possible. Just in case, I'll keep everything Jude the Penguin told us in mind.
So I'm guessing there's further. Well, obviously we can go and fight this Lord of Spirits. I'm going to hazard a guess, but well, yeah, because there's more exclamation marks here. But yeah, okay. Well, I was thinking this video would be well, pretty much sewn up in terms of all the side quests and stuff, and then we begin the final bit. But I've got a feeling there's a lot of side stuff here that I've missed, and I kind of want to take care of before I actually do the final boss fight. It's not like as if... I mean, I do want to finish this game, don't get me wrong, I want to finish it and I really want to see how the story ends, but you know, at the same time, it's like, it's Final Fantasy syndrome. I mean, old school Final Fantasy syndrome. I'd like to have done, and still do when I played those games. I played Final Fantasy 7, 8, although I didn't do the sub-bosses in 8 actually, but that's because 8 was a bit weird. I did the sub-bosses in 9, especially did all the sub-bosses in 10 and 10-2, and I did all the sub-bosses... Oh, fucking controller, come on! There we go. Make the shepherd happy, blah 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 blah. I did all the sub-bosses in 12, although I didn't manage to beat the final one, Yitzimat, the big dragon thing. That was far too hard. I did the dragon before him, but I could have beaten him, but I actually had to return the game. I borrowed the game from a friend of mine at work, and I had to give it to him back because he wanted to play it again. I was like, fuck! So I gave it back to him. I could get the remake actually on, well, not the remake, but I could get the updated version on Switch. I might do that at some point. Actually, yeah, there's something I want to talk about with Final Fantasy VII Remake, but I will do so in a bit. I need to go away and do something, and I shall come back. So in a moment, we shall speak to this person, which I hope is to do with Maggie Lou's Magical Menagerie, and we'll carry on. And then we'll talk about the Final Fantasy VII Remake, because I watched Jim Sterling's video on it recently, and I thought, oh, I didn't know certain things about it. So we will do that, but in a minute. So I'll be back in a sec. For you, it'll be a sec. For me, it'll be a minute. Either way, back in a bit. Okay, let's do it. Speak to this dude. Oh, girl.
I hear there's one really passionate Lady Teresa fan in Helives, but I'm not going to lose to a poser like him. Lady Teresa's true allure isn't in those frozen eyes. You can't say you understand her if that's all you see. But I do. Only I understand her true appeal. Do you want to know what it is?
Breasts.
Well, I don't think I really care.
Good for you, Lovesick.
Do ya? Huh? Of course you do.
No, we don't.
Okay,
I mean,
sure.
she's dead.
Well, if you insist, I'll tell you.
She's
Teresa's
dead.
true allure is in that tinge of sadness hidden within her lovely face.
It's because she's dead.
Even when she's smiling, there's a touch of melancholy that never leaves her.
Because she's dead.
It's like her heart is somewhere else.
Because she's dead.
Somewhere distant.
It's because she's dead.
So where is it?
With her love. Her true love. The true love she's yet to meet.
Yeah,
How
well, doesn't matter because she's dead.
She suffers, lamenting the love she cannot find, yet doesn't realize that the very man she seeks is so
It could be a
near.
woman, you
That's
nondiscriminate
why I watched
bastard.
over her so dearly, and then it happened. It was a day I'll never forget.
What happened?
She was off duty, frolicking in the waves by Maclear Beach. That alabaster skin, how pure she looked in her swimsuit.
This guy is really, really creepy.
He is. Yeah. It's
Seriously
creepy even for me.
Hey, what's with that cold look?
I feel bad for Teresa. She had to protect creeps like this guy, too.
What cold, cold eyes you have.
Uh-oh.
Velvet, Eleanor, quickly, avert your gaze! If you keep looking at him with disgust and disdain, you'll only stimulate this perverted freak!
To be fair,
Come on, everyone.
Yeah.
Let's go.
No, come back! Please! Scorn me!
I have to admit, that's what I
Despise
do with
me!
women all the time. I'm not joking. I get them to scorn me and despise me. Oh, bloke, I'm so sorry. I actually sympathise with your cause. And no, it's not because I'm kinky or perverted. It's just, well, let's just say I'm really shit when it comes to the opposite sex. I know that everyone goes, oh, that's just an age-old excuse. That's very true. It's very, very true. I have no idea how to handle them. And when I just don't understand signals, I don't understand anything. I understand nothing about them other than they're sexy. That's all I care about. But while I'm trying to get my controller to work again, because it's broken, much like my life. Come on, controller. Will you work? Come on! Oh my god! Oh well, shaking it up and down actually makes it work. I get it, totally. I'm begging you, stab me with your frosties glare! Oh, bless you. It's still not getting us the, Am I actually in the right place for Maggie Lou's thing? I've got to be. So, it says go to the tavern, but I was just in the tavern. Oh, I went to the inn, not the tavern. Okay, my bad. I went to the inn, not the tavern. So where's the... Oh, yeah, I know where the tavern is. It's that purple, grape-looking symbol. We got this. I mean, at least we've seen a lot of extra side stuff, but that also pisses me off a bit because the side stuff doesn't get highlighted. You have to explore it, which kind of makes sense when it comes to a role-playing game of this caliber, like old school. You'd have to go and explore things by yourself that the game wouldn't notify you of, otherwise it wouldn't be hidden, or side quest stuff. I totally get that, but I wish I had some inclination of it, and the inclination it may have given us on it, it wasn't very good. It was too vague. Either way, it wasn't very good. Okay, speak to you. What have you got to say? Speak!
The Abbey is telling everyone to stay away from the Palamedes ruins because a vicious demon has settled in them. It's a real nasty piece of work. Likes to call its buddies over just to devour them. And it's only getting more aggressive over time. Not even the exorcists have been able to keep it under control. If you know what's good for you, you'll all stay away from there too.
A demon that devours other demons and gets more brutal. That sounds like venomization.
If it's bringing in other demons just to eat them, then yeah. I'd bet it's acting on instinct.
Trying to live and be strong, even if that means eating its fellow demons. Why, that's positively alluring.
And how is that exactly?
You know how when it's late at night and you just know you shouldn't have that snack, but there it is and it's so tempting?
If it's been at this for a while, I bet it'll make for a pretty tough opponent.
Yeah. And if Velvet devoured it, she might become a lot stronger.
It sounds dangerous to me.
To feed or not to feed? That is the question.
So again, optional super boss is my There are super bosses in this game. I don't think we'll be able to do them during this Let's Play. Oh, we've got a new request in though. There it is. What is it? It is the Cannibal Mass, which actually may very well be the thing that they were talking about, because it eats... Yeah, it is, because it's in the Palimadist Temple and it's level 45, and yeah, it can be defeated. Okay, that's fine. I guess we've missed a lot of stuff out, so therefore, okay, right, well, then, yeah, fuck it. That guy actually will be easy to beat, because it's not as powerful as I
We
thought
were
it was.
hoping to put on a comedy routine. Any way you can fit us in?
I can, but folks in Yusult are picky when it comes to comedy. You'd better know what you're doing.
I love a good challenge.
Wow, Rokuro, you actually feel like helping out?
Believe it or not, I've always been interested in theater. I thought it would be good for building courage.
I think you have enough courage already, but for now I think we should set your sights low. I'll do most of the talking, you just respond to me and follow along.
Okay, but if you start giving me some jabs, am I permitted to counterattack?
As long as it's not with your sword. That's not exactly reassuring.
Let's get going, Magulu.
So I
We've
noticed
got a
with
show to
Maggie's
do.
Menagerie,
Oh boy,
and I think I
I'm
commented
not
in the
sure
last
about
video,
this
but if
one.
I didn't, every time we do it, obviously it has a different member of the party bantering with them, or bantering with Maggie do.
Hi there! We're Magilu and Rokuro, a wild, rough and tumble pair! Magikazam! The weather's so nice in Yusult, isn't it? Especially the sea breeze. Speaking of which...
Sea breezes are bad for swords. If you don't keep them polished, the salt will rust them.
I suppose that's good advice for any sword enthusiasts out there. But anyway, doesn't the air make you want to eat seafood? Ah, sashimi, fresh boiled fish on the shore, seafood bowls. So many kinds look so delicious. But...
And fillets, too. You can't forget those. Takes true mastery to be able to use a blade so finely. Every creature, not just fish, has delicious spots that make for perfect cuts if you know where to find them.
That's kind of gross, but okay.
Why is that
Some
crust?
seafood that tastes
Crust?
good
Great.
looks
Oh, I've
downright
had some
weird,
cider.
you know? You've got octopuses, you've got swordfish, you've got...
Swordfish. Now, if there's one fish out there I'd love to duel at least once, it's that one for sure.
You know there's not much I can do with these sudden wild tangents, right?
No. You see, I was just making a gag about how I'm a swordsman, so a swordfish would be like my rival, you get it?
Oh, just shut up.
Oh, okay.
So you've got octopuses, swordfish, you've got those freaky deep-sea anglerfish. Some say the more bizarre-looking the fish, the better its taste. Maybe it's true. I love pufferfish, and they're really weird, round-shaped.
Speaking of round animals, I met this round-looking guy named Armadillon. I'd never seen anyone so round before or even since.
Ah, I can't take it anymore! You're a nightmare to work with!
Oh well, it obviously went down well, because people at least laughed towards the end.
Turned out pretty funny.
Yeah, well, I feel like our material could have been better. What's your take on it?
I'll just say one thing. If nothing else, your partner was a convincing fool. I don't think he had to act much.
You think so?
No, you're just a free spirit nobody can hope to control. Your attention, please! I've tabulated the results and I've come to the conclusion that you're all hopelessly unfunny!
That's my
I'm
channel.
Sorry.
I don't really care how it went, but when you put it that way, I get a little pissed off.
Anyway, that's why I'll be teaming up with Bienfu to take on Majulu.
Works for me. I'm ready when you are, Miss Magulu. Which bit are you gonna do? Your specialty, cat emperor, or the surefire automaton assault?
Neither. We need brute force to win, so I'm going with Elysian Thunder.
Which means that when things are at their peak, we're gonna hit the audience with lots of thunder, right?
Right. Thunder in the form of relentless ad-libbing, as much as we can possibly handle.
Okay. I'll scout out some local material we can use for our opening warm-up, too.
Great, you do that.
You two are really in sync.
Couldn't you two just have teamed up from
Yeah,
the start?
exactly, yeah.
It's almost like the whole thing was an elaborate joke just so she could have this punchline.
Well, now with that settled, let's make our way to Logres and meet up with Majulu.
Oh right, so we've still actually got to carry on with the side quest then. Okay, right, well, I better put my cider down then. So, yeah, we're still got to go. Challenge Mangelou's troop and regress. Wow. And then defeat the cannibal demon. So yeah, there is more. There's the other side quest, the heavy eater. Intriguing. Okay, well, I guess this video then we're going to be doing lots of side quests, and I guess there's more still to do. So I was expecting us to do all these side quests in one video, but I don't think that's going to happen. We'll do as many as we can. So I want to do the heavy eater. Where's the heavy eater? Oh, bugger and balls! I've got to go all the way there. Oh God, that's going to take forever. I tell you what, I'll go off screen and I'll get there. Give us a moment trying to get out of here first. Yeah, I need to get to the beach tonight. Let me get out of here first, and then I'll cut to when we get there, because I'm not going to make you guys watch that. That's just a load of bollocks. I know, like I said, I've got lots of things to talk about with Final Fantasy VII Remake. I haven't played it, by the way. I've just heard things, and those things, personally, I'm a little bit pissed off with. But having said that, again, I mean, I've played the original Final Fantasy VII. I'm not a die-hard fan of it, but I did like it when I played it, and I didn't play it when it first came out. I played it years later, back when I was at university. It was about 5 years ago. It was a bloody good game. Like, I could see why everybody had, you know, raved about it and made such a fuss about it. But the ending was shite. Let's just say it for sure. I mean, thank God. Don't get me wrong. Thank God for Final Fantasy Advent Children. It's still a crap film, but at least it actually revealed what happened in a partial sense. You're like, oh, they did survive. Good. Sorry, no spoilers there, by the way. But even so, the remake apparently is changing all of that. I know. Square Enix said, well, when we said we were going to remake Final Fantasy VII, we don't mean just remake the game with new graphics and a few tweaks. I mean, completely rewrite the story. And Jim Sterling says he was alright with that, which is fine. That's his opinion. And he says he likes, you know, narrations being turned on their heads. I forget the term he used to describe it, but I disagree. I think it's one of those ones where I'm like, if you're going to take an existing story and just change it to however you want it to be, then what's the point in believing any story you hear? It loses the relevance, if that makes sense. The story shouldn't be changed because it has relevance, it has meaning. But if you just think, oh yeah, well, we'll retell the story but we're going to tweak it, which I'm not saying doesn't happen, it does, then the original story loses its original meaning, and you're just basically saying it doesn't matter what story you tell, somebody can make it better or somebody can change it for their own means, and its original meaning doesn't matter because a new original meaning. Do you see what I'm saying? It loses its significance. It just becomes immaterial. But anyway, I'll discuss that later. Right now I'm going to get to the temple, so I should be back in a mo, and when we return, we'll be there. Okay, right, so you joined us back at the temple ruin. Didn't take that long for us to get back there. And yeah, there's the thing, so let's go and fight the thing. Should be able to thrash it, no problem.
I'll finish this quickly.
He says.
The more it eats, the more ferocious it gets, right?
I'd rather not find out. Let's take it down fast.
There's a few demons that we've got to... Oh, well, what's up with my controller? No! Controller! Come on! Fight it! Just beat the shit out of it. Come on, do some damage. Yes! Oh, look at the damage we're doing to him. We're doing a fair bit of damage to him. I mean, he's not taking a huge amount, but I think the idea is that we try and stop the demons. For God's sake, come on, controller! We've got to try and stop the little demons getting closer to it, because if we can do that, then we'll be alright then. But we can also stun him. Yeah, a lot of damage has been done to it. He's finished. There's nothing we can do about this. We got him. Just beat the little ones. Got him. Okay, it wasn't too bad.
We're finished here.
42 experience points! Wow, that's how bad it's got. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's a fucking controller, come on! Ooh, well, this is bad. I need to get a new controller. There we go. Harvest damage taken by holding only one soul. Useful! Can you make my controller work? Come on. Jesus Christ, it is completely and utterly dead. I might have to cut the video short here at this rate. No! Come on! Oh, come on. Oh. No. It's not working. Yes. No. Oh, I had it then. Oh, Jesus Christ. Come on. You weren't that bad before. Come on. Yeah, it's basically it's very dead now. Are you working? Nope. Come on. Oh, I'm gonna have to pause the video, work this out, because it's just not doing it. Nope, it's refusing. Okay, back in a sec. Okay, so you just missed a small cutscene between the characters there after beating the demon, because, of course, controller issues. But basically, the cutscene summarised is just how they were commenting on the demon was basically devouring other demons in order to keep himself alive out of instinct, and how that compares to Velvet's need to keep going to beat Artorias and her consuming demons makes her to be a similar entity in that to consume is to carry on and to survive. However, Laphicet turned around and said that when he detected that the demon we just fought did this consuming of demons to keep going, it wasn't out of evil, it was just out of instinct, and therefore, you know, you can't fault it for that. So Velvet was like, oh, okay, I guess that figures then that I'm doing this out of instinct then, rather than being labelled as the bad guy. And that's basically it. So you didn't miss much from the cutscene, but I'm sorry I couldn't show you it. It was a bit poopy. Right, we need to get the fuck out of here, so let's just get out of here. Right, well luckily now I can surf here, because when I was travelling here, I found the surf place, so I picked it up, so I can do it. So, with that said done, we need to go now and carry on with the main quests that we've got to do. At least, not the main quest, but the side quests that we can do. We want to get some of those done this video if we can before I pass out from cider fatigue. So, let us get back to the main place where we were. We don't need to talk to anybody other than the lady or man who works for the Fiend request place, the Black Marks or whatever the bloody hell they're called. We'll go speak to them, but it's not desperate. We will speak to them at a later date, or in this video if we can, but either way it's not essential. What we need to do is I want to do the Maggie Lou side quest first and finish that off, and then we'll go off and go to the prison island. I think that's where we need to go next. In fact, that challenges items to the doll collection thing. There's something to do with this is system thing. That makes sense, yeah? Good. Well, I was going to show... Oh, there's a herb over there we can go and grab. I didn't notice that before. I did cut through this on the way to the temple. I'm not going to bother to cut through this now because it gives me a chance to... well, it gives you a chance to skip through the video to the point where we need to get to, so you can carry on watching this without any interference. Or it gives you a chance to listen to my Final Fantasy VII rant, which is that the remake... I'll speak to a colleague again at work who's playing it, and he's really enjoying it. He says it's really, really good. And I don't fault him for that. But I said, well, from what I've heard, that it's only like the first third of the game, this current remake. And he said, yeah, it is. It only goes so far, and then that's it. And I was like, well, okay, so I decided to break up the remake into parts, which doesn't surprise me, because apparently the original plan for Final Fantasy VII remake was to make it episodic. So I guess they kind of ended up doing that, but they're going to make it into like 3 main games. Probably 2 at the very least. And you're like, oh, okay, fair enough. Well, I don't really like that, but as long as what they've given you is enough to keep going for so many hours and it's worth the RRP, then okay. And he said, yeah, all the side stuff and extra stuff they put into the game to flesh it out a bit in terms of the world and the characters, it's all good, it all makes sense, and he's enjoying it. And you think, okay, fair enough. I thought, alright, well, it's a bit weird, but at least, you know, they're milking it for what it's worth, but, you know, considering what game companies are like these days, it could be worse, right? And then Jim Sterling did his video on it, and apparently they've not only remade the game with new graphics and extra bits and bobs to go with it, they've also remade the game in terms of changing the story. They've actually changed the story. I know, right? I mean, what? I mean, seriously, what in flippity flip have they done that for? They fundamentally, because apparently at the end of the game, they apparently at the end of this entity, I don't want to spoil it for you, so if you're not looking for spoilers, close your ears, skip ahead of the video, you know, take this moment to not listen to what I'm saying, but essentially they've taken the existing story arc from the original 7 game and turned it on its head. They've turned it on its head, and I don't know if they've done that just to fuck you off to keep you going through the next 2 parts, and then it ends up all being the same anyway, or whether they've just said, yeah, fuck tradition, let's just redo. Not when we remake this game, we're not only going to remake it in terms of graphics and story, gameplay, and all that sort of stuff to make it more modern. We're going to remake the story, rewrite it. I mean, technically, as a remake, you can do that. But I think Jim Sterling was pointing out that for some people that is a bit of false advertising, because they were expecting, in terms of the remake title or the remake nomenclature, it just means that they've remade the original game with extra graphics, extra gameplay, maybe some extra side bits, but in terms of the actual core game itself, it's still the same. But you could argue that that's a remaster, so yeah, it's a bit of a weird one at the moment. I won't go any further than that, because we need to get to where we need to get to, and I'm currently confused. Legres, so we need to get to Legres, but where... Ah, here we are, that's where I need to get to. I need to... Oh, I don't... see, Legres. Is that Zexon? I think that's Port Zexon we've got to travel to. Oh no, Legres. There we go. Yeah, we're currently there, so we're going to go... So where are we going now? We are in Legres. Brilliant, excellent. So this is where we need to be to do the Magaloo thing. But yeah, no, it's weird. It really is weird.
I thought I could make things work out if I just got to the capital, but finding a job here isn't easy.
We worked so hard and lived so well in that town. Why did this have to happen to us?
We should tell the Abbey what happened. They'll help us and kill all those evil demons.
We know that place better than anyone. We can help the Abbey recapture it. I'll never forgive those demons. Or the Lord of Calamity.
I'm sorry.
So those are the people that were in that snow village that we ended up ransacking. Well, at least they're safe. That's the main thing. Well, the blaze is going on. The fool takes on the Francis and then goes on humiliated by demons. X is supposed to save us, even if it costs them their own lives. It's true, the strength of X is diminished, but the Abbey's mission of doing all it can to defend the people remains unchanged. They've heard about the dragon that appeared north of here. Do you think it will attack the city? The gates of Legres will not fall easily, not even a dragon. Now I ask you to remain calm. Panic is the biggest threat for us right now. There's a dragon. There's a dragon. Well, we'll hopefully come across that later. Well, actually, no, hopefully we don't come across that later. But either way, we'll worry about that later.
Showtime, Moduloo! Come out and face me, preferably unprepared.
Moduloo isn't doing any shows right now.
Hmm? Why not? Did she get scared when she heard that Bienfu and I were teaming up?
No. Moduloo and her teacher had a big fight. From what I've heard, it sounds like she's run away from home.
Do you know what happened?
She just kept going on about how she wanted a break from practicing.
So, she's young. She probably just wants to go out and have some fun.
Preposterous! If she takes even one day off, it takes 3 to get her back in form.
Even so...
That's just rubbish. You need a day off to recharge.
All I've done is hear her out. She mentioned something about wanting to go to the Zamal Grotto, but I wouldn't have any...
Did you say Zamal Grotto? That place is a nest of vicious demons.
What?
Vicious demons, you say? If Moduloo didn't get there, then victory could end up being mine by default.
That's just
This
mean.
isn't a joking matter. We have to go look for Moduloo.
My precious Lulu.
Right, so we got to go find the grotto. So that's all the way. Oh god, we're gonna go all the way there. Ah, for feck's sake! All right, whatever. The point being is I'm gonna have to cut again, aren't I? There's gonna be a lot of cutting in this video, and that means it's gonna require a lot of editing. Oh god, this is exclamation marks. We'll worry about that later. I'm too drunk and tired to really care right now. Actually, I'm not that tired, I'm just drunk and losing focus. Right, so I've got to travel. Where have I got to go? Oh, so I've got a long way to go. Okay, what I'm going to do then is I'll cut off screen, find the place we need to go to, and fight the thing that we need to fight, and then we'll take it from there. I shall be back in a mo. Blimey, that took a lot longer than it needed to take, but yes, we are finally here. Let's do this thing. I'm very drunk, by the way. I do apologise. I didn't mean to be drunk for this one. Why are you here? What is that? Is this important? Hello, very sexy lady. I don't even know what that thing is. But we gotta fight it, so let's fight it. Let's hope we can beat it. I'm guessing. Oops, excuse me. I'm guessing this is the thing that stopped the show from happening. I don't know what it is, I don't know why it's here, but we've got to be careful. It is quite powerful. We must be a little careful about how we handle it. I've only got 1 SP. That's a good thing! That's not good at all. Oh, bugger and balls. I don't want to overreact to it. God is guarding all the time. Yeah, there we go. We've got a Mystic Art on it. Well, I didn't do very much damage, but I guess it'll have to do. We've got an extra SP for it, so that's always a good thing. We've got 2 instead of 1, but oh dear. Yeah, we stunned it. We managed to get 3. Okay, don't want to get cocky. Let's keep it at 3 for the moment. Health-wise, we're all right. It's coming to a 1/4 damage, which is good, or a 1/4 health damage at least, anyway. But yeah, like I was saying about Final Fantasy VII Remake, I've not played it. I'm sure it's bloody good, but the fact that Square Enix has basically said, yeah, we're not going to give you the full game. We're going to split the game up into at least 2 or 3 parts is a bit mean. You've got to pay RRP for all of it. And then do not only that, but then tweak the story. I mean, it basically is Ares gonna die? That is the ultimate question. And if she is gonna die, how are they gonna handle it? 'Cause let's be honest, why couldn't they Phoenix Down it? It doesn't make any sense. But I don't know. Maybe she won't die, but she has to die. Obviously, it would make no sense for her not to. But I don't know, it's a weird one. It's a very, very weird thing they're doing. Jim Sterling gave plenty of credit for doing what they were doing, but I just think they shouldn't be doing it. They shouldn't be doing it. They should have stuck to the main story, added some side things to it, of course, to give you better value for money. But they should not have changed the storyline and said, oh, it's not about fate or anything. Because Jim Sterling said, oh, he doesn't like the idea that everything's tied to fate. And I totally get where he's coming from. You're playing a game or watching a movie or reading a story whereby you really got into the characters or into the story or into the lore or a combination. And then it turns out that no matter what they do or no matter how the story goes, ultimately their fate is sealed because of destiny or philosophy or prophecy or whatever. It does take away from the consequence and the immersion of the story and the characters, because it doesn't matter what they do, it doesn't matter how they develop, they are bound by said fates. They're bound by said destiny. And as a result of that, what room is there for development? What room is there for relation? What room is there for rebellion? There isn't any, really. So for stories to sort of take fate and destiny, chuck it away or turn it on its head is not a bad thing. But the fact of the matter is that in Final Fantasy VII it was already decided. In terms of the story, in terms of how the story played, it was already decided. And for them to just throw that away, I just think is really dumb. I just think that's really insulting, because again, it just means that you can't trust the developer or trust the storyteller to retell the story. So why would you trust them on anything that they say, do, or present, or even reveal? You wouldn't trust them. You just go, oh, I didn't like that game's story, or I didn't like that movie's presentation. Bollocks to it. I'll get them to write a proper version of it. It just doesn't make any sense. It just takes away substance of story. I'm really drunk and very tired, but even in my drunk and tired state, you can't do that. Stories have substance. Experiences have substance. It's what makes us what we are. And if you take that away because you feel like, oh, I can rewrite it, I can change it, what's the point of telling a fucking story? It doesn't have any meaning, doesn't have any solidity, doesn't have any concrete purpose because it could just be altered and changed. Don't like it. No, I'm not a fan of it. I think it's very wrong. I'm not saying that you can't retell or reshape something. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that
it was a close one, but I am the victor.
Good, but to take something existing and change it is, I don't like it. Dazing Glacier, I'm very dazed. Provides the ability to trigger a random skill which increases the amount of time. Don't even remember what that means.
Thank you for saving me.
It's alright, I'm very drunk.
We heard you stood up to Volta and ran away. Is that right?
But all the way here?
No, it's not like that. I
love him.
Say no more. I used to have a real pain of a teacher too. I know what it's like. Teachers aren't good for much other than running their mouths and bossing people around. They just try to pick out your flaws. They don't even see how hard their students work for them.
Yeah. Volta wouldn't even listen to me when I tried explaining why I wanted to come here. He's always like that. All he cares about is dancing. He won't talk about anything else.
But you do look like a belly dancer, and let's be honest,
sometimes
I
there
want
are
to see
other
some belly
things
dancing.
I want to talk about.
I'm sure there is, absolutely. I don't
I hear
disagree
you
with
on
that.
Surely you can see you don't need to work yourself to death just to please that mean old man. If you need somewhere to go, we always have room in Magilou's menagerie.
Oh yeah, we talk absolute
I don't
bollocks day
know.
and night.
I don't think I'm cut out for it.
Oh.
Lulu, are you all right?
Lulu? Wait a minute, that's the Lady
Sir?
Witch in Final Fantasy
What are you
X.
doing here?
She had big tits. You don't have big tits.
What are you doing here? Don't you know this place is dangerous?
Why? Yeah, wait, what the fuck?
I heard there might be an herb here that could make your injuries stop hurting so much.
You came here for me?
I love you.
What
I
were
love
you
your
thinking?
bald head.
You think
I
it's
love
just
your
all
grey
right to throw
eyebrows.
your incredible
Your
talent down the
ribcage that's
drain like
damaged
that?
turns me on.
Now, just a minute.
I'll touch your breast.
Lulu,
That stops you
the
from talking.
only thing I care about anymore is seeing you become the greatest dancer in the world. I know it's selfish of me. I don't mind if you hate me for it.
That's why I've got a
Just
damaged ribcage.
Whatever you do, don't waste your talent.
Your belly is so
Lulu,
hypnotic.
your dancing brings so much joy to people.
It makes everyone's
And it's
cock
during a
erect
time when there
and
isn't
everyone's
a lot of
boobs
joy to go around.
stiff.
Volta.
You make my boobs stiff.
No! Horrible, terrible, contrived! What kind of shoddy performance is this? You're a disgrace to Magilou's menagerie! You're an eyesore! Get out of my sight!
Huh? What's with you?
I'm saying this isn't the place to be doing any of this! Magic advance!
Well, that actually
So
does
pretty.
things.
Fear the might of Magilou, the greatest witch in 100 years!
This actually has a
Dancer
thing.
Like you can't even hope to compete with the likes of me. Stand in awe, student and teacher alike.
You don't dance
As
for
if
shit.
we would.
Yeah, good for you. Stand
I
up
might
for
not
her.
be able to compete at your level right now, but just you wait. One day my dancing will beat you. Me and my teacher's dancing won't lose, even if it's to your magic.
Lulu.
I love you.
Oh, really? Then it sounds like you and your teacher have lots of work ahead of you. But whenever you want to challenge Magilou's menagerie, we'll be ready.
So what happened to your other leg? Oh yeah, it is there. It was confused by the purple thing.
Thank you, Magilou.
Huh? For what?
I mean, for spurring Magilou on. Color me surprised.
Well, I don't know if I'd say that.
Who can say? It's anybody's guess what Magilou and Volta do from here on out.
Very true.
Probably take on
She
a
could
new
be crushed
game.
under the weight of
Probably
his
involved in
expectations.
another game.
She could simply reach her limit and lose hope. Neither teacher or student could abandon the other. And say she one day meets his standards of perfection. Who knows whether it would even make her happy?
Magilou, are you sure you aren't talking about...
I'll say this much. It's human nature to end up wanting to stay with someone, if that person is someone who needs you.
Humans are weak like that.
But that's what also makes them human.
Yeah, you're right.
Look at me. I don't even have a punchline for this one.
Oh, I hate
Are
it
you
when
sure
you
you're
make
not running a
poignant
fever?
points.
It's all right. It's a nice change of pace.
Yes, but only on occasion.
Miss Magilou, what's gonna happen to all that material I practiced for our act?
Nothing, obviously.
There's your punchline.
So we've completed the Magilou menagerie thing. Okay, right. Well, I'm very drunk, so I'm going to stop this video here. I'm going to do a quick save. No, I'm not going to do that. But we haven't really explored this place, have we? I don't think we have, because last time we came here, there was some exorcist guards, and they were blocking it. So, I think we should explore here, but when I'm a bit more sober. So that's what we're going to do. Just press the right fucking button. That's the button I want to press. Quick save. There we go. Right, so next time I will be sober and we should explore this place more. There's lots of side quest stuff to do. So I believe then for the next video or two, maybe more, we've got to go and visit all the places that we've been to and explore everything and see if we can get other side quests to come up, because I want to make sure I cover as much of this game as possible. I'm really enjoying it. So can I say thank you very much for putting up with my drunkenness and stupidness and patheticness and bleh. I hope you were able to gain something out of it. But yes, next time we shall carry on and do more side stuff. It's good fun, even if it's completely pointless and doesn't actually resolve anything. The point big is that I feel better for doing it. So anyway, take it easy, have a good one. Hope you're well, stay safe in these troubled times, and I hope to see you in the next video. And until then, bye for now.